So there is this story that is really disturbing, okay? And I would want to share with you. It's a news, okay? I received that update yesterday, okay? And I decided to talk about it. As someone on a journey who is speaking his truth, I find it ideal at this point of this life, of this timeline, to communicate many reality to you that is going to help you. Now listen, there is this child who happens to be a son of a mother. Now, I wouldn't be much up to date with the names of them. The names, we wouldn't be much up to date with that, right? But what has happened is very serious. So, this child unalived his mother. And this happened after this son was out of the prison, okay? So the son was in the prison, okay? And he later came out. The woman rejoiced and thanked her God, right? About the situation, only to be killed by this same son who came out of the prison. And it didn't end there. He went forward, proceeded to also kill the younger brother, which is the younger son of the mother.
Now to a breaking news update. We're learning new information about a deadly double murder in Wilson County.
The man police say killed two people inside a home in Wilson last night is going to remain behind bars. A lot of new information coming in. We go to CBS 17's Baron James in Wilson, where investigators say the shooters and those he shot were related. Baron.
Yeah, Bill and Liz, no doubt right now. In fact, here's where they arrested the suspect, here at this house. In fact, where we're told that this happened less than a week after he got out of prison. Take a look at this. Wilson police arrested and charged 25-year-old Daron Dante Jenkins with 2 counts of first-degree murder. He's accused of killing his mother, 50-year-old Dana Jenkins, and his little brother, 15-year-old. Police took Daron Jenkins into custody here at his mom's duplex apartment on Snowden Drive Monday afternoon when officers found the 2 bodies inside. Police had gotten a 911 call that apparently came from another relative. Take a listen. Dispatch calls first coming in.
The apartment, there seems to be blood all over the place. Bowser's brother answered the door, and there's cleaner everywhere. Bowser's mother hasn't answered her phone. These all sent her out.
The car. Yeah, when we got here, by the way, less than an hour ago, these industrial cleaning guys, if you're seeing that video in the yellow suits, were suiting up to go into the apartment to prepare it for deep cleaning, they told me. Daron Jenkins was taken to the Wilson County Jail, held under no bond. Of course, we are working to learn more about him and his now deceased mother and little brother as this investigation goes on. We're live in Wilson. Baron James, CBS 17 News.
All right, Baron, thanks so much.
I have been telling you that this world that you are seeing right now, the problem is the men. Listen, I'm talking to you as a man who has also experienced life. Now, the problem coming from men doesn't mean that men are exempted, because the younger child that he proceeded to kill is actually in his gender. So we are not even doing gender here. We are telling you about the fact that there is a manipulation, there is narcissism, and men are the career. Men are the creation. They are the ones that are behind these systems that you see out there. For you to hear a news like this, right, is very disturbing. Now, this message is also going to the woman who is up and coming. And I wish your daughters are knowing this thing. If you are a parent that is bringing up a child or a daughter especially, you should have to train your daughter not to need a man or not to be submitting to this men thing, because it is a programming. Your children need to be sufficient within and they should be independent. Teach your children unity that they may grow. As they find unity with their soul, it is also going to create a union attraction with other women. Listen, for we to see a time like this where a son is unaliving the mother is serious. Now, I also previously, which is recently, not long ago actually, I also dropped a message where I was telling you a lot about the fact that women have become vulnerable to a certain narcissistic men trait. There was also a story where a woman went to visit her husband in the jail, right? In the prison. They call it conjugal visit. And this woman was also unalived by the man during intimacy. There was also another story in that same prison. I posted it. You can check my previous videos. I don't really do the playlist sortings, right? But it's all there. Not far from the new videos. Listen, if you are a woman, you should know this, that birth as a woman is a very serious decision. Birth is a serious decision. Listen to me carefully. So, listen. You will have the sexual experience, but afterwards can be a problem, a big problem, and it can cost you your life. Look at the kind of son this woman brought. And then also, the way women are bringing up their sons is serious. Do you know that mothers over treat and over royalize their sons and reject their daughters of a certain love that their daughters really needed it most? Listen, mothers treat their sons very royal, which at the end it becomes rebellious. Listen to me very carefully, because trying to royalize a male son is at your risk. I'm not saying that traumatize him also. A situation where you over pamper, right? That moment when you see the red flags even in the child as the child is growing up, but you choose to ignore, and then still, oh, I have a son. You are living on that fantasy. I have a son. The son is growing to, make me proud one day, because men view, listen, most of the women view men as a certain asset of security, okay? Let me say, most of the mothers feel that by bringing a son, they are bringing a certain security. But it later ends them in a certain insecurity. And it is a trauma that has been passed to the mothers. And out of that, they make that decision, bringing a narcissistic person. And they don't even check the kind of man, or they don't even care to know more about the kind of man they are with. Many women are with a man for many years, 40 years, 50 years, 30 years, but they don't even know the man, or they've not even come to realize many things about the man. For 30 years, what were you doing? You were living in a fantasy of a certain marriage. You see, they are more interested in the ring than the man giving them the ring. Right? There have been women who have taken ring from vampires, and they've created a covenant, because it is the woman that enforces covenant. So they've enforced a covenant which can be timeless and endless. It all depends on how you become conscious. They get in a certain trap of vampirism and zombieism, where their partners drain their energy, their life force. They use them and they put them on a low vibration. So the woman was jubilating that the son is freed, only to meet her untimely demise. Today, nobody is going to get me for English problem, because English is the problem. Today, I came. So the woman has a joy in her heart, the joy of a mother to see her son out of a certain situation, only to find herself killed by that same son she was jubilating over. And it didn't end there. She proceeded to end the life of the younger son. So meaning the child, the son, the killer is a traumatized killer. The killer is a narcissist, a young boy. And that's how they pick it. They pick it from the childhood frequency. I told you that there are two kinds of men. There are men with traits. It can be fixed, okay? And there are pure ones. For them, they are really initiated. They proceed to be initiated. They like it. They do it. They know what they are doing. And there are some men that it is coming from a certain experience, a certain environment, but they are not violent. They are not aggressive, right? They can be committed to with such men. They can be seen, and there is a hope for such men, and they are there. And there are also some few people who have actually gone into themselves to find their light, okay? And that one comes with an enormous daily consistent effort. For the man to become a better man is daily. Becoming a better man is daily. It's not about I'm a guru. It's daily. Because you and ego is a thin line. So it's a daily work. You have to do it. That's why it is important for the man to have a certain solitude or a certain life where he is going into himself to find the many errors to correct. The shadow work. Men need to do lots of shadow work, and I keep talking about this. That at a time of my life, what did I do? I had to hibernate myself and go into solitude to fix myself, to restart my life and face myself. When I challenge myself, in spite of the many risks, like losing friends, losing the validations, losing, right, going lower, not getting any support, I had to go there to become more better. Because in as much as I wasn't an extreme person who possessed a certain narcissist in his vigorous state, I also saw myself as somebody, because listen, no matter what, if we drop a little poison in a bowl, you are not going to take a risk of drinking from a bowl that has been that they've dipped a certain harsh poison inside with just a drop, right? You are not going to take that risk, which means that it's not even about the quantum, right? It's not about it's about the fact that as little as it is inside you can still make you become more toxic. Okay, so it is on to every man, no matter the extremity of your narcissism, to face yourself, right, and go into yourself. It's an enormous, you have to do a lot of work with that. It's energy. So your masculine energy, that ego that you have, right, you have to channel that energy into becoming better, becoming responsible, protecting yourself and your environment, and then becoming more useful and valuable to the mother. And that is why many of us too are here to talk about many things like this, because we are on a certain transformation journey. We are in a certain reality where we are transforming ourselves, and it doesn't end. Listen to me very carefully. This is an important message. So many women have ended their lives because of a certain acceptance, right? They accepted a party, right? And out of that, she even brought forth a child that she never knew that would later come to kill her. And it's passed on from childhood to childhood. So what are generational curses? Generational curses are the fact that you are made to reincarnate again to experience these same things. Right? So how do you know yourself? You have to look into your life. That's why it's very important for every soul or every individual to go into the childhood, okay? Because that is where most problems are coming from. The childhood traumas. It was passed on. And as you are seeing, the mothers out of that are also making decisions that are costing their life. And if we don't go into ourselves to fix this situation, we are going to create a reincarnation cycle. Listen, reincarnations are real. We go and come, we go and come. You have been experiencing a deja vu. You have birthmarks on you. What does the birthmark on you represent? It means that you have actually had an experience. Your soul has experienced this reality or this plane before. And that is why sometimes you can go to a very natural place and it feels in your soul that you've been here before. Or you see some event or most events that this event is like, no, this event, I have witnessed the same event before. Right? Yes, your soul is good keeper of data. Right? They can tamper with your body, but they can't tamper with your soul. Your soul is carrying the information. Your cells have interpreted the information to your soul. And you are an observer. You are the God, and the drama is played inside you. So you are never going to forget anything. Trust me. And that is why there are many confirmations that you are truly chosen. Things are making sense. So now listen, you are not going to make a mistake or throw yourself into a timeline of a certain past trauma again. You are not going to make that mistake, and that is why you need to consider yourself and then love yourself, and then out of this self-love, right, you are going to attract a reality that is not going to threaten your life. And it begins by we seeing ourselves and the things we can do, right? So as a woman, first of all, you should know that your independence is very important, because decisions that are made in independence, they are mostly wise, right? And they are mostly going to add up. And trust me, even if you make a decision that wasn't worth it in independence, your ability to recover is very high, because you are not in survivor. You are not dependent on anything. But survival is going to make many people make many mistakes, because as it stands now, many people, right, have made a birth decision out of hunger and survival. There is a story and an instance here whereby a lady, right, a lady picked a call from a number that was strange, and in few days, this woman, who didn't even know this man from anywhere, opened herself for a sexual experience, and she got pregnant. As stupid as it can be. It's stupidity, right? And it's going on. That, listen, just some people, just a one-time meeting, they opened themselves and they had a child in that. Listen, and in this situation, you should know that the probability of you having a child that is going to disturb and fuck up your life is high, because you were not in charge. You were not operating from the point of charge. So your responsibility level wasn't high. And I am still talking about the fact that even mothers are even seeing birth as a certain security asset when it has to do with the male childbirth. I was at a place where I was buying something, and then the woman selling the thing was saying something that was really stupid, right? When she was asking another woman the child that she delivered, and the child and the mother saying that the woman saying that, oh, I brought forth a son. The seller was like, then you've brought forth a human being, right? As stupid as it can be. If you have given birth to a son, then you've given birth to a human. So now the person is trying to say that the girls or the woman or the daughter is an animal or something, is below humanity, right? That's what the person is trying to mean. Because yes, we are from a society where they see women as, it's like they are weaklings, and you see, because we've become carnal and we define strength by muscles, okay? We define strength by muscles, okay? So out of this brainwashed consciousness, mothers feel that by having sons, they are having security, but they are having a problem. Most of them are bringing problems. What you think is going to secure you will kill you. Security is coming from within. You have to unite with your soul security by being independent. Security is raised from being independent. After independence, you realize that you make wholesome decisions. Even if it is the man that you are wanting in your life, now it becomes healthy. And even if it is posing a threat, you see it. Or even if there is an impact, you are still going to brace yourself, because you are coming from a point of foundation in your own sufficiency. So this news that we are seeing of a son killing, unaliving the mother, is coming from many angles. Overprotection of the son. Right now, these sons are coming from a certain family background where their mothers over pampered them because of this whole security asset thing. And they neglect their daughters. There are many mothers that neglect they don't really love their daughters as much as they love their sons. They protect their sons more than their daughters. But trust me, you have to switch it the other way around. Your daughter needs the care because, listen, your daughter is a whole life force universe that needs every bit of your care, right? Yes, and that thing is a very serious thing. And that is why when my reality came, I didn't see anybody who is coming to take care of my own daughter because, listen, it's a very sensitive situation. For you to leave your child out there for anyone to just, encounter or connect with your child or try to raise your child. Listen, don't just take chances saying that, oh, family members. Listen, as it stands now, every individual is coming from a certain family problem to solve. Trust me, coming from Africa, I can tell you that your awakening is lying much in the fact that you are coming out of family. Because if you don't come out of family, you can never fulfill things. You can never be successful. You can love your family from a distance. Your family needs love from a distance because the state of this third dimension family is not going to help you. So mothers neglecting their daughters and over pampering their sons makes their sons more foolish because, men are naturally embedded with a certain ego, right? That they need to prune it, sit that ego down more. Going into heart and staying there as a grounds is hard for the man. It's like shishim. Yes, right? The narcissist that you see doesn't mean that he doesn't have that good side. The narcissist has a good side, but that is not where he is. Shishim. They can, and most of these even good things that they are even doing, they have even monetized it or they've capitalized their good thing. The good thing that they are doing is even an investment. The good of the narcissist, he is seeing it as an investment to reap it shortly. But unconditional love is seen coming from the mother. The true Jesus is the mother. The true Jesus is the woman. And that is why they have the capacity to bring forth life, which scientifically a man with all the muscles in this world cannot. So where is strength coming from? Strength comes from within. The ability for a woman to go through labor, to go into labor to bring forth a child is a whole strength that needs to be studied. The fact that a woman is going through cycles is telling us much more the need for us to uphold the woman. Because without the woman, there wouldn't be continuation of life. And this was what I was telling the people. You can't be in my reality and not have this consciousness. If you have to go into the kundalini or psychological problems to come to your light, then you have to go in my presence. Yes. Because if you are not ready to face yourself, don't come to me. Or else you are going to be thrown into a timeline where you have to go through darkness to find your light. And it has happened for many people. Those who survived have survived. Those who are surviving are surviving. And those who will survive, they will survive. That's the thing. So this message is for the woman to know that, listen, the system is striving on you, and after that, you will be grounded and ended. The system is striving on you. The matrix is striving on you. It's using you as agent of a certain destruction and a certain continuation. Because for you to bring a sun like this is tantamount to a nuclear weapon. And it ends up consuming you. Looking at the news, the fruit of the mother has destroyed. That moment when the fruit destroys the tree. Have you seen that kind of thing before? If we are being like the tree, have you seen the fruit destroying the mother tree. It is the tree that rather brings a fruit that is corrupted, that is spoiled. Sometimes you see a mango tree and you pluck some of the mango and the mango is bad, which means that the problem is from the tree, the root. The root might not be getting the nutrition, the sun. Maybe the tree couldn't get, the plant couldn't get the enough photosynthesis, right? So we seeing children or sons like this should tell you the state of the parents, the mother and the father, which means that they are already in a corrupted state. Because trust me, yes, people can be can do evil, right? But the extent of taking a life or trying to destroy a life is serious, and that is the state to which most of these men have been and become very heartless. They can't just go into the heart, and this is what we are talking about now. So it's not about, oh, the man gives me this and that, and I am this, and I have they built a house for me and a car. You might have been signing a contract that is going to end your life. You don't know. That is why I'm calling that women should unite, go within and be more independent. And that is what is going to help. Right? For us to have a new generation of high vibration people, then we have to go within to break the cycles. You keep seeing many things and you are taking it for joke. You have been seeing repetitions of many things happening to your life. You don't need to go and see a pastor or go and get any ring or voodoo or anything. Your life is telling you a lot. You see things repeating, you see things going on, repeating the same. You go and you come, you go and that is what you have to look at. They are the shadows, they are the problems, they are the things. It could be that you are on a certain desperation for money. And money is going to kill the one who is desperate. People don't know how powerful money can be. That money that you see, you gave power to the money. Right? You accepted that 100 cedis is going to get you this. You have accepted. We have come to accept that, yes, the value of money is this. And that is the karma. Now, haven't you seen many people being corrupted because of money? They are going to do anything or become. But listen, the earth is also teaching us that whatever that you are sowing, you are not sowing outside yourself. You are sowing inside yourself. You will surely reap it. Whatever you have done, whether good or bad, you are going to live to see it in many folds. You are going to see it in folds. Your desperation for money, for material things and acquisitions, is going to put you in a lot of trouble. More traumas for you, repeating cycles. Certain decisions, marriage decisions, birth decisions is going to put you, because the decisions are done in ego. The traumas are all lying in your ego. They are all in there, packed up in there. Okay? Yes. And because you are living in ego as a woman, because you are living in ego as a man, because you are living in ego as an upcoming, you are going to experience problems. Because what men think they are creating is a pit. And it's going to consume them. We are in the year of judgment. We are in the age of judgment. The Aquarius age, the age of water, the age of truth, the age of responsibility, the age of creation. Because when we are talking about water, we are also talking about creation. So looking at this story, as a woman, just ponder on things and look at the state of this reality now. It's going to guide you so much to embrace unity in self and in the collective. And the divine masculine that is in us, right, is going to be seen clearly. We are going to be more righteous, okay? To be more holy through our works, to be more responsible, right? I say holiness and righteousness is simply being responsible. It's not holding this and being like, I am born in this, I'm born in this church, my father is this. Holiness and righteousness, and it's not something like a sexual transmitted something. It's responsibility. Okay? It's nice for you to come from a healthy, wholesome parent, and like maybe having parents who are conscious, who are already awakened. But your responsibility is in your hands to continue, either to continue a cycle or to break a cycle, right? It's all on you. It's all on you. So holiness, righteousness is the fact that you have become more conscious and responsible. You are doing what you can and you are staying real to yourself. Holiness is staying true and real to yourself. Let your yes be your yes, let your no be your no. Don't be pretending and be, it's like you are here, you are not there, you are there. It's like it's like you are looking for the validation of the people to accept you or accept something. Or it's like, hey, I can't speak my truth because my mother is there, my father, because my parents, they won't like me. My family members will talk because I am saying this. Well, if you are living like that, we can't trust you. The mother can't trust you. The creator can't trust you because you are an agent. It's like you are not stable. And you know it is written that unstable mind is an abomination to the Lord. Right? It's your own story. Anyone who is unstable, the person is locked up in the third dimension. That's the third dimension reality. It makes you unstable. It's an abomination to nature, right? It's an abomination to nature. Your true Lord, right? Your true God. I told you, nature is your true God. I told you the creator is a woman, nature, right? I appreciate you all. You can like, share, and subscribe, and we are going to get more better with time, right? Because what we are seeing is so serious. But we have to go into ourselves and keep on being the best we can be, right? They are still good people, and I am one of them. Yeah. I appreciate you all. Take care and love yourself. Keep on being your best self and become better. We will continue.